What do you remember from the Prospect Park librarian who
Wow.
gave you the magic book?
She walked me through a self-working trick when I was a kid in Brooklyn at the library, which was right by my house. And I used to go there and I always had a deck of cards in my hands. So one librarian walked me through a very simple self-working magic trick. And that was kind of like the beginning of me starting to perform, I guess. And then my mother came and I would do the trick to her and then she would go crazy. And then I also found a picture. Can we grab that little stack of pictures that's right there? The getting into magic is a really complicated thing. So here's something I found, which I thought was really funny. So this is me and my friend Isaac watching a magician doing a string trick at Coney Island. And I have the Coney Island Aquarium shirt on. So that's my first time watching somebody doing magic. My mom couldn't afford to buy tricks for me, so it was like one deck of cards was it. Luckily, because that's why I had to work on and learn things. But Isaac's uncle or grandfather gave him a special magic trick with 2 coins, and Isaac couldn't figure out how to do it. I remember I took it and immediately I was able to do the trick, and then I was able to do it to him and to his mom, and everybody, you know, was like, whoa. So Isaac's like, wow, you can really do magic. But I was just, I think early on I had a knack for understanding the magic tricks.
And I think you went to magic camp, later went back as a counselor. At 10 years old, I believe you were. How much does that build your confidence?
Some of the older counselors, like Johnny Ace Palmer, some of the older counselors that were there, like really sat with me and really helped me learn and present magic tricks. And then I would add my ideas to it. But what it was learning to work with a team and learning to hang out with people that inspire you. So hanging out with magicians that inspired me that was my whole life. Most of my growth in magic is through that.
And how so?
You bounce ideas, you play. I mean, a lot of it is a performance, but much inspiration comes from spending time with guys that I find amazing.
Why did you study acting briefly early on?
Well, first of all, there was no such thing as succeeding at magic by doing magic on TV like that. So there was a quote, which is actually from Robert Houdin, who's Houdini took his name from, but Orson Welles uses this quote and it says, a magician is just an actor playing the part of a magician. So when I studied, I went to the neighborhood playhouse and I had this amazing coach, his name was Richard Pinter. And I would do magic on stage in front of the class. So yeah, it was the most valuable learning curve probably in my presentation of magic.
And so you start performing at upscale restaurants or doing tricks at upscale restaurants that
like
later
17, 18, 19, yeah.
You occasionally then start getting hired to do parties. I think one of the early ones was by Diane von Furstenberg. How much did that and the kind of A-list type parties kind of help early on?
It taught me early on that you can see what makes somebody amazing, and it's not what they have around them, it's who they are inside. And for some reason, magic really, in a streamlined way, it really gets to the person's core.
How did the Steiner family impact you?
Steiner?
Yeah.
Amazing. I was doing magic at a party. He brought me to the south of France to do magic at his house. I was supposed to stay for a week, ended up staying for the whole summer.
And you're how old at this time?
I think I was 19. They gave me heavy, fast culture and brought me everywhere, and I learned quickly. And also the way Jeffrey was really interesting. He was an early billionaire, and he was very powerful and very incredible. But the way he spoke was he would speak quietly, but have such a strong command that people would edge in to listen. I think I watched him and absorbed and learned a lot fast. What I learned from him was anybody is capable of achieving anything, and don't judge anybody. He took me, I was a kid doing magic at a bar mitzvah, and he was like, here, come spend the summer with me and my family.
Tell about running into Jack Nicholson at a club.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd be out and I'd run into all of these people that I, watched repetitively, Cuckoo's Nest over and over, they'd say, they'd announce that I was doing magic there to Jack, and then it would be really cool. So it was young and amazing.